Have you ever needed a powerful Windows computer running around the clock that you could get to from anywhere? Well, that's exactly the problem a service called Winsparrow is trying to solve. Today, we're going to take a guided tour, break down what they offer, who it's for, and how it all hangs together. Let's get into it.
Okay, so this is their big core promise. And you gotta admit, it's a bold one. They're not just saying, hey, rent some server space. The whole idea here is to give you a personal command center, right? For your business, for your projects, whatever you need, all running on the Windows platform that, let's be honest, most of us already know inside and out. So to see how they pull that off, here's our roadmap. We'll start with their core concept. Then we'll compare their main server options, check out some really specific solutions they've built, break down the advantages you get across the board, and finally, we'll see what actual customers are saying. All right, first things first, let's really dig into the heart of the service. What is the fundamental idea that Winsparrow is actually built on? So here's the deal. They give you a full-blown Windows desktop experience that you can log into from literally anywhere. I mean, think about that. You can install any software you want, keep your apps chugging along 24/7, and you get full admin control, just as if the computer was right there on your desk. It's all about empowering you in an environment you don't have to relearn. Okay, so we get the what. Now let's talk about the how. This next part is all about the different server tiers they offer. You can think of them as different power levels, so you can find just the right fit for what you need to do. Winsparrow basically has 3 main flavors for their servers, and each one is designed for a different kind of user. From someone just dipping their toes in, to a serious power user, and all the way up to a business that needs the whole shebang. So let's see how they stack up. What's really cool about this is how clear the upgrade path is. The Cloud VPS is your starting line, super affordable and easy to scale. Then you jump up to the VDS, the virtual dedicated server, and the key difference here, you get guaranteed physical CPU cores. That's a big deal for more intense jobs. And then there's the dedicated server. This is the top dog. You get an entire physical machine all to yourself with just insane resources. I mean, up to 768 gigs of DDR5 RAM? That's wild. But what if you're not just looking for raw power? What if your job has really, really specific needs? Well, Winsparrow also has servers that are already set up and optimized for particular professions. Let's check those out. First up, for the marketers. Now, this isn't just a generic server. It's built to solve actual marketing headaches. The most important feature here, for sure, is that port 25 is open. Now, that's absolutely critical if you want to send email campaigns directly from your server. It's also fine-tuned for browser automation, perfect for running those social media bots or web scrapers 24/7 without bogging down your own machine. Next, for these cybersecurity pros out there. And this is a perfect example of why you need a controlled environment. This VPS is basically an isolated sandbox. It's a safe space where you can run penetration tests or pull apart malware without any risk to your own network. It's like having a secure remote lab ready to go for all your ethical hacking tools. And then we have Forex traders, a world where every single millisecond can mean money won or lost. The absolute star of the show here is the ultra-low latency network. That ensures your connection to the brokerage servers is as fast as humanly possible. This whole machine is optimized to run platforms like MetaTrader and Expert Advisors, or EAs, nonstop. So your automated strategies never ever miss a trade because of a slow connection or because you had to restart your computer. So, whether you go for a general server or one of those specialized ones, some things are always part of the deal. This part covers the core features that are the foundation of every single thing Winsparrow sells. Right, these are the non-negotiables. First, they only do Windows. That means they're specialists and everything is optimized for it. You always get full admin access. Every server uses that super fast NVMe storage, which is a huge step up from older SSDs, and they throw in DDoS protection to keep you online. Plus, they promise you can get set up instantly, upgrade whenever you want, and get help from people who are actual Windows experts. All those features sound great on paper, right? But how does it all shake out in the real world? For this last section, let's bring it back to earth and see what actual customers have to say about their experience. So here's William Turner, a business owner. He points out 2 things we just saw on that advantages slide: server speed and exceptional tech support. So this feedback is a direct hit, reinforcing those core promises of performance and real expert help. Next up, Rachel from product development. For her, the big thing was reliability and uptime. And for any online business, that's everything. If you're not online, you basically don't exist. She calls their stability a game changer, which tells you that the infrastructure really is as solid as they say it is. And finally, Lisa Brown zeroes in on that support team again. She uses words like responsive, prompt, and professional. Look, when you have total control over a server, knowing you have a competent team watching your back is a huge deal, and this review really speaks to that peace of mind. So we'll end on this question for you to think about. Whether you're just starting out and need a simple remote desktop, or you're a pro who needs a specialized high-octane machine, it all comes down to finding the right tool for the job. It's all about figuring out which level of control is going to be the key that unlocks your project's potential.